streaming, I'm recording. Let's get...
Okay.
And there's a living dash shadow right here, and it's... Minecraft Blocky!
That is weird.
Hang on, I'm gonna see what happens when I switch characters.
Yeah.
It is still there!
Is it still blocky?
Yeah.
I wonder what it's trying to show. Anyway, let's get a show on the road. So you won't have random stuff for the first level, and that's fine. Defiant's still on. Play. Thank you for helping me capture, by the way. I appreciate these.
Are you kidding? I love being in the trailer, and...
I know, but it's still very helpful. Alright, so I've got a blast jump. I have a seeking striker.
And you can't tell at the start because...
Right, yeah, just have to remember, which is difficult, especially in like multiplayer, because you're like talking, and it's taking up a little bit of like mind share. Oopsie.
And it's in the level! It's right here.
The shadow?
Yeah.
That's funny. It must be permanent. Yeah, I'll have to see what's... I have no idea what's causing that.
One time I had it happen, it persisted between runs.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of in between run, right? Like, your character's supposed to reset when you leave the level. I'm gonna hold up for you. Are you able to pick that up? There we go.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of... I'll never be able to burn all this energy now, will I?
Right, no, you never will. Honestly, that item does nothing in this particular build because it sets your energy to the max of 60,000 every level anyway. And I'm going to let the boss dramas play out just in case my guy wants to use them.
Your guy?
I'm actually not doing my own capture for once, or my own trailer editing.
Will there be proper PS4 icons?
Nope, there are going to be no icons at all. No icons of any kind.
Oh,
that's why there's no HUD.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, we just figured, you know, it's probably worth a little money to try and see if somebody a little more professional than me can do a good job. I think our trailers are good. I don't think they're that bad. But the hope is that somebody else can do better. Just make sure we don't pick up World Slug. That's the thing I'm looking out for.
I will never pick up World Slug willingly.
Perfect. We're good.
But why shouldn't we pick up World Slug?
Just because it makes for worse footage. The slower moving platforms and the slower moving reactions just like aren't as good looking.
I have 3 pieces Owlhawk.
Perfect. On my screen you have one.
And I have no, not the axe. Why?
In this level, you're an axe master. Look at you. What a guy. Oh man, I randomly got assigned proto rifle as one of my weapons.
So, did you install Discord on your laptop so OBS doesn't pick up any sound?
That's right. Yeah, I'm recording with...
I still haven't figured out how to tune out certain audio captures. It just captures every audio you have playing.
Yeah, that's exactly what Shadowplay does. So I've muted everything on my computer except for the game, and then put Discord on laptop, so I don't have to deal with it.
Right, I keep forgetting we should stay together because when I play with Sour, we pretty much split up every single time.
Yep. Yeah, I think let's see what's in here. Let's not do that.
Can I take it?
No. Sorry.
I have the axe!
You do have the axe, but you only have the axe for this level. It'll go away next level.
What if I get Blender?
would be really good for that too. Yeah. No, Uncharging Force is a fine item price. I like that we're going to a shop and we just have no idea how much money we have.
Then that starts showing up in the pause screen. Can we afford?
No, I don't think we can afford anything. That's tough.
I bought something. I bought something.
What? What did you buy? Oh.
Not enough cash. Okay, this is gonna be the hard part.
What is?
Not knowing how much money you have.
Oh yeah. No, it's the whole no HUD thing is pretty janky.
Can this be a skull? People ask for it every now and then.
This is just blindness, yeah. That's not a terrible idea. We'd have to remove it from the HUD too, obviously.
I just used shit for an eternal star!
Some endless style shit. Just take money every time, unless you want the bonus, I guess. Obviously the weapons will do you no good.
I picked up Force Nova in level 1 because habit.
Sit tight for just a sec after
I
you
told you I had Blender! I told you I'd get Blender!
Cool, okay, it is running cool. Just wanted to make sure we record.
I have Draco Arm and Draco Head.
That's a good combo.
This is perfect!
You're gonna shred some stuff.
Whirr! Did you know physics don't affect you when you're paused outside of gravity?
I did know that. It's not great.
Did you know that Did you know if you
speed doesn't work, which is the biggest issue, I think.
Did you know if you pause when the Flat does his knockback attack, you won't?
It doesn't knock you back, yeah, I know.
Did you know I've been exploiting it to try to make it high priority?
I do know that. Oh, I have a Draco on this level, that's kinda nice.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease after all.
That is true. Part. Well, here you go, if you don't want Blender. I think I already have a blast jump, yeah I do.
I mean, my old one was getting a little rusty.
It's true.
Is money being randomized every level?
No, it's not. Although, just giving players unlimited money wouldn't have been a bad idea for a build like this.
We have tokens?
We had one token, apparently. I think you just spent it. Yeah, maybe one Zephyr is okay. Let's not pick up any more of those, though.
Alright.
Just because eventually they'll make our attack animations look jankier than they oughta.
You should see 1,000. You don't even see Ace's Saber.
Does it even have, like, an attack frame? I guess it probably
It
has one
doesn't.
attack frame.
It doesn't. None at all.
That's fine. Whatever. It's such a like an uncommon use case that I'm pretty okay with it. Oh. Ow.
I'm using Boomerang Blade on Rollster now!
God, I am careless right now. Ow. Double ammo. Did you see who that was before you picked it up?
Yeah, it was a Mario hat.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't see it. So I was like, no, don't be World Slug. And, let's get the other Sky Temple level out of the way.
I
Just
wait
show more
for-
interesting things later.
I think too late?
What do you mean?
I think I picked the other... Oh, wait. So, I wait for the flashbang before I take the AUG to see what it is, just in case it's World Slug.
Right, yeah.
Speaking of which, can we please disable the flashbang?
What, the fade to white? We might add an option for it in 1.3. You know, we're going to be doing a bunch of other stuff along those lines.
Alright,
so
no!
it's not out of the question.
Oh, wait. I had air dash, that's why. And it's a Zephyr, and... Can I take it?
Where are you?
I don't know. I just fell, then remembered I had an air dash.
Okay, no, don't pick up more Zephyrs. They'll cut off animations that we're trying to show off.
I probably should have checked what leg I had before I jumped into the abyss.
Yeah, these things happen. Alright, I'll hold up here. I think I'm ahead of you. There we go.
I have been consistently getting Vera.
Yeah, I mean, you'll get 3 out of 8, so you'll have, you know, on average, there will be some power every game. You get an awful lot.
Did you factor in not getting Hawk powers?
I actually, Hawk only gets Hawk powers in this build. Which means I don't have any of like the regular defensives available to me, which kind of sucks.
So you only get the Hawk powers?
In this particular build, yes. Who got hit?
I did.
Oh, okay, that's fine. On my screen, yeah, you didn't. Which is going to happen a lot, especially at like 300 ping or whatever our current ping is.
No, I believe the hit detection is client side.
It is, it totally is. But I'm going to see you get hit when you don't actually get hit.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot, even without the ping being so high. It's just gonna happen more frequently.
Yeah, I mean, that's just bingo. Yep, as a combination of the...
Actually, what is...
Calculation of position.
What is...
what is it? This is all useless to us.
Why did I buy that? Why did I buy that? I don't know why... plus max energy.
Oh, there you go, you gotta buy it. You never know when you're gonna need that energy between now and the end of the level. We only have 60k.
Muscle memory is a hard thing to break.
No, that's totally fair. I did the exact same thing. I bought a lot of useless crap in my solo Nina that I did earlier.
Rip token.
Right.
Can we have an option to do air dash with the jump button?
Maybe. Depends on how hard it is to implement. There's a lot of stuff like that we're gonna add in 1.3. I just don't know how much room we're gonna have. Time-wise.
Okay, so why does Vera only do 0.1x versus Kerr?
Because his actual weakness. You've also noticed that when you shoot him with it, there's a question mark. Oh my god.
How much power do we have?
I don't know. I don't think we have that much.
7. I still have Blender.
Yep. Just RNG. 1 in 5 chance that you'll keep it.
What did I get? Okay, no leg and axe.
Gotta get that axe.
Force Nova!
That's a good one. There's a lab down here that I'm not going in.
I want to see what's inside.
Oh man, on my screen your mortar was just bouncing around for a little while. Oh, you went in, I see. I don't know, that's fine, we can take Consuming Fury. It's very good with this build. Our HP is set to 60k every level anyway. I've been getting Armatort's legs a lot this run too.
I got them a lot in the first few levels. I think I have had Vera every single level.
That's certainly possible. Jesus, this room is a shit show. Where is my wildfire when I need it?
You disabled it.
For once I don't have wildfire or world igniter, and I'm just wishing I did. Alright, I have... yeah, whatever.
Wait, what? I think I just... Does it have a dead zone on the stick?
The game?
No, the axe. The hilt of the axe.
On the stick.
No, the hilt of the...
I'm missing like a part where it's not covered in the hitbox?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it does. I think there's a small one.
Alright, speaking of which... Speaking of hitboxes, the hitbox command is not working for Ace's weapons.
Yeah, I'm aware. It's a debug feature. The fact that it works at all is more than I ever intended. I guess I'll grab this item down here and come back up. Ooh, run speed.
Why did it have to be the axe?
Where are you right now? Are you up or down?
Up? Where are you?
Oh, you're right here. Okay. I was grabbing the item down there. Let's leave that. Uh-oh.
Why are we leaving it?
That's fine. Just because it clutters up the trailer and doesn't do anything useful.
System restored, though!
Yeah, that's fair. I may as well, I guess.
The agony abates.
Yeah. Don't pick up other repros unless we're like really toward the end of the game.
Alright. Why are you firing so many?
Zephyrs.
You only have one...
I don't know if I have one or two. I'll take a look in a sec. It's pretty cool looking though.
Too bad it doesn't do much since the iframes.
Right. Yeah, it's not very useful against the boss, huh?
It's not very useful, period.
Certainly not the game's best weapon. Alright, let's leave that. I'm going to pause real quick when we get in and see what level we're on. I'm seeing a thing where I thought I'd fix the thing where the other player looks visible before they're poured in, and I'm still seeing you about half the time. Alright, we're on 6.
I still have Vera! I still have Glaive! How have I had Vera every single level?
What's my core? Oh, it's legs.
You want that?
Kinda, yeah. Is the glaive your favorite ace weapon, or is it just the saber?
Just the saber. It's technically the most DPS outside of Blender.
Yeah, I believe that. I'll keep holding up.
The glaive, though, I'll take if I'm making a power build because it gives it's faster in stages but slower in bosses. So, but if I have a power build, then I'm just using powers on the
Bosses anyway, right? So you're going to take the glaive since it's a little faster to clear basic stuff. Shop. Do not take a repro. Do not take a Zephyr. And just take this thing. I know it's a little boring, but there's not going to be much shop stuff in the trailer anyway. Ow.
Did you fall?
I did. Oh, jeez. Just face planted into that guy.
I was trying to warn you, but I just lost the ability to talk.
These things happen.
So you remember that video I did where I one-shot flat?
I do.
That was... I realized that was before a lot of stuff like Hysteria didn't exist yet.
Yeah, you can definitely put out a lot more damage now.
Yeah, so I came really close in that run I did with Visage. I think I did 3,400 per quint near the end.
Yeah, that would have been a one-shot if you were solo, I think.
Yeah, he has 4,000 in co-op.
Right.
But it means that it's very easily possible to top that now. That one shot I did. The most damage was around 5,000, I think.
Yeah, any seed with Hysteria, especially very early, is going to make that crazy. You might even be able to put out the most damage with Vika or Jest as a result.
Not gonna lie, Justice actually did a weekly that had a level 1 Hysteria and a lot of prototypes. He got first place with Jest.
I want to see that. Which
I
day
don't.
Was it for?
It was a weekly. I don't think he recorded it.
It should still be in the scoreboard, right?
It's in the scoreboard, yes.
I'm just curious. I'll have to go back and look.
I was just amazed. Like, he...
Yeah, that's awesome.
Best player in the game does it with the Revenants.
With the Revenant character, yeah. We got... Yeah, that's fine. That's never going to trigger, right?
Who knows? It could!
If we take 45,000 damage in a level, yes, it could trigger.
Hey!
We can certainly play through the whole thing, but I'm gonna cut the recording right before the sharp battle, because neither the sharp battle or the flat battle. I guess I'll cut it before flat. Neither of those final boss fights should be in the trailer, so I'm gonna cut
Why
it
not exactly?
just spoilery. You know, you shouldn't have end game boss footage and like a trailer for a video game.
Okay, for once, I didn't get Vera.
Oh no. That's interesting. My powers actually didn't change. I have the exact same one. But it's not the same role because I switched one in the middle of the last level. Finesse!
I have Force Nova!
You do.
And I
Force Nova. Donk! Sick. Luckily, the cores do not matter. Just here to get some sweet action shots of us blowing some shit up.
Okay, so earlier, a gorilla grabbed onto a moving platform that went up. It rode along with it. Why can't we do that with static letlets?
I saw in my solo Nina run is a clip of a gorilla landing on a wind platform in level 9 and just being fucking rocketed into the stratosphere.
Speaking
like
of
it
which,
eventually comes flying back down.
remember the time they just flew up into the sky?
That's basically what happened, actually. Oh, you want the axe?
No!
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Incredible power. Ow, ow.
It's a prototype.
It may as well be, yeah.
Prototype primaries. Seriously, we need them.
There's so much more that we'd love to do with the game. If there's, you know, time and money
Sure.
in the market and all of that stuff.
Are there any plans for a future game down the line?
Oh, you know. Of course there's always plans, but nothing I'm going to talk about. I'm sorry. We're working on a lot of stuff right now. Who knows?
So how is the Xbox version coming along? Are you just focusing on one?
We are focusing on a lot of stuff, and that will all be public at a time. Sorry, I know I'm giving you really, really lousy answers, but I don't really have much of a choice. We got a lot of stuff working on.
For once, I won't die when I raid a red vendor. And why did we come in here?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't need to. I didn't see the level icon because it was slightly obscured by the vegetation. I still don't like that these guys have no taunt sound effect.
Okay, so about these guys. What if they only entered rage mode when they died, not when the other died at level 8?
I think the real issue with them is that they probably shouldn't have the... I think I need to nerf the... You know how they have the auto enrage at like 25% or
Yeah,
HP threshold?
it's really hard to dodge.
That probably needs to go away, because even when you know... I'm okay with having a penalty for messing up and playing it incorrectly.
One thing I think should be included, simply because it makes sense, is that when they revive, they take half the HP of the other twin.
That would be incredibly consistent and flavorful. Yeah, we're gonna nerf them somehow. I think they're a little bit disproportionately difficult at level 8 relative to the other.
And level 8 rollster.
Well, it's one of those things where, like, so when we first started making the game, the reason that all the bosses had some kind of tricky business at
Yeah,
level
I know. Level 8 was the final level.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Why? Why do you hate me, game?
Got that axe. God, it's so good. I'm so jealous of that incredible power you've received, man.
Why is it every single run that I'm recording or something, Zero's segment shows up?
It's happened to me a lot too, yeah. I don't know, it tends to make for good footage. It's a good segment.
I
submitted another one, I just haven't had time to look at it.
So, I would really like
Excuse me.
Vaculab for Peacemakers.
Yeah. I mean, we will probably put the tools out there for all of it at some point. We just didn't really have too much going on with our first push, so it seemed like kind of a failed experiment. Which makes a lot of sense, right? Like, the game's level editing tools are pretty obtuse. They're a little tough to get into. It makes sense that they wouldn't really stick. And, like, forcing users to also decorate their own level pieces and all that.
I still need to do that for Epic Window. I forgot.
Exactly. Like, I'd love to put his chunk in the game, maybe with a couple of small modifications. but because it's totally undecorated, I can't.
Why? Why?
You stop-
I'm normally
you
better at
stop?
this. I'm normally.
Man.
What just happened? What just
Did you
happened?
play this game?
What?
Have you ever played this game, man?
I don't think so.
I'm just messing with you. Oopsie. I say as I immediately fall into hole. What do you think? I don't have any core. I was trying to identify what core leg part I had this run, and I was like, it's dash, it's jump, and it turns out it's nothing. I just don't have one. Ow. Oh, this is not a good clip. There's one Hawk voice clip that I left in the game purely for laughs because it made, oh Jesus, there's a lot of guys. Specifically because it made me personally laugh when we were looking for her, like, you know, effort sounds, like her jumps and her getting hit noises and stuff like that. There's just the one noise of her getting hit where she just goes like, ugh! And it's one of the funniest noises you've ever heard, and even though I know it doesn't fit at all,
Do you think Vika's voice clip should be low pitch instead of high pitch?
probably should be, honestly. Man, I am just messing it up all over the place. Who made this endgame Agnes Sword stuff?
That person probably thought this was a good idea.
Nah, for the most part, it's fine. Oh, full health, we need that. Oh.
See?
Yeah, it's a latency-based queuing thing. I don't know what it is.
Why did I take that? Why did I take that?
You gotta have it, you gotta have that energy. I mean, it's not like we really need the stats or the money or any of that stuff. Like, there's a non-smoothness on online multiplayer with Flame Shield. It works totally fine, but you know it displays a little jitterily. So if you would, I don't know why I went in here. So if you would refrain from using Flame Shield too much, that would be good.
All right. Wait, what just happened? I didn't have a chest. Now I do.
Yeah, that's the synchrony thing, right? Like, you're gonna, when you pick up a chest, because of the footage build we're using, you're gonna receive, or the chest you drop is gonna be whatever chest my version of the game thought you had.
Yeah, when I was messing with Cheat Engine, I made it so that on my end, client had some Korog, so when they switched on my end, they dropped a different Korog. So I got them a full set that way when I was messing around with that.
That'll happen.
I'm surprised how lax you are with the way I mess around with Cheat Engine.
Oh, I don't care, man. Just do whatever you want. As long as, you know, you're not obviously cheating on the leaderboards or like competitive things that ruin another player's experience, I
would never cheat on the leaderboards. What's the point then?
That's kind of my hope, and it's also my hope that if you were, that somebody would call you out on it. But like, from my perspective, you know, if that's what you want to do with the game, like, whatever, have fun. I don't care.
Okay, so are you gonna stop recording now, or?
No, we'll plow through to right before the flat battle, and I'll cut it off there. We can finish the game still if you like, but
Okay, so I think I know what bothers me with Hawk's animation. It's her feet.
Yeah, her feet are a little weird. Her dash animation, excuse me, it's not perfect. There are a few things that could use a little iteration.
You're gonna like this because I don't have any legs. I have Force Nova.
Nice.
Do you have any legs?
Yeah, I have Armor Tort and I have Oxjack Helm, so I need to take it a little cool because I'm very
So
fast.
are we gonna try out Dash Bolt on the head? Or Bolt Dash?
We might. That might come in 1-3. Oopsie, it fell. No guarantee, but it might. It would be a better fit than the actual speed boost.
It works really well with the set.
And it does work very well with the set, that's certainly a thing. I thought I had Shadespur for a moment, I got really excited. I like Hawk's weapons, but I don't like being limited to only Hawk's weapons.
I've been getting really good with Shadespur.
It's a good power. It's always going to be the least favorite power in the game, like on aggregate, because it's the hardest one to use. But it's really not bad.
I think making it bigger really made it helpful. There was this one part in a daily where I drop it along, drop through platform with bees in, or flaps in it.
Yep.
So if it was the only reason it worked was because if it was bigger. If it was the old size, that wouldn't have worked.
Right.
So,
Oopsie.
Mortar is currently considered the worst power.
Oh my god, Mortar has the highest base damage in the game.
No, it doesn't. It has 4.
It
Quint
does 4,
laser
but the splash also does 4.
40. Splash does 40. So, hear me out.
Yeah, it's base 4.
I have a proposal. Hear me out. Shadespur sucked until we made it bigger.
Yeah.
What if we made Mortar bigger?
There's no reason to make Mortar bigger. Mortar has no problem hitting things.
One thing... Okay, how about this? If you press down, it goes lower. It goes on a lower angle arc. If you press up, it goes higher.
I think Mortar is completely balanced as is and needs no changes whatsoever.
Yeah, but aiming it would be nice.
It would be kind of nice, but it also increased the complexity of using the weapon, which isn't super intentional. Like, it's supposed to be pretty easy to use.
I still think that the flat damage should instead scale.
Yeah, it's an interesting aspect of the weapon that's not necessarily, like, it really wasn't originally a deliberate choice. We just sort of kept it because it worked for the weapon. But, like, you know, it A, pierces shields, and B, does a base damage of 80 considering its splash, which is pretty high.
I don't think the splash hits if the main one hits, or was that only on bosses?
Only on bosses. So against any regular enemy, it'll work just fine. Oh, Drachman helms. And one of these, and one of these.
Speed.
And one of these. Oh, we're out of money. So be it. Yeah, I'll take a Drachman helm. Here.
Wait, let me... Okay. Let's see.
Is it going to get good? And is it going to teleport yet? Let's find out. Oh, it worked. Look at that. Wait. Okay, you're good now. You're just like hanging in midair for a second.
I paused, and do you see that halo on him?
I don't know. Yeah, this boss does have a couple online like visual artifacts where animations aren't reset properly. It's kind of a pain in the ass, unfortunately. Although this
can this boss tell you where he's going to body slam like Perf?
He should have an indicator at some point. Yeah, I agree with that. That's just kind of got cut for time.
Also, I think I was doing this one daily where he hit me, but he didn't actually touch me, but it was a really weird hitbox that just touched me.
So I've seen this a couple of times. There's something weird on this boss. It's pretty rare in my experience. I don't always see it, but there's some kind of weird hitbox issue where every so often his hitbox is next to him and not on him, and I have not figured out what causes it yet, but I'd love to.
When did you add this? When did you add this? You never put it in the patch notes.
Add what? Add what?
The nut spewer.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago. It's been in the game forever.
Yeah, but you never put it in the patch notes. Did you just think it would be funny to add?
Yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting, yeah.
It's actually worth more nuts than, what's it called?
Than the Mega Nut, yeah, it's worth 50 on the nose.
Sometimes 75.
Very slightly different, yeah.
I once did an endless run. I only got it once at level 94.
Yeah, it's super rare.
That was the point where the run was complete and I had experienced everything.
Right, yeah, there's one... Yeah.
I have ultra charged axe! I have ultra charged axe!
Dope.
Okay, what if you could cancel the axe jump, the axe downward attack with the jump button? I think that's more intuitive than the attack button.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's what we do for if you have a core, right?
Yeah, so it's more consistent that way.
Yeah, no, that's not a bad idea, honestly. That's very much an if we were going to do everything over again, we would probably do that. But whether or not we'll change it at this point.
So if the axe is staying as is, I think that you might want to buff the ground attack because there's almost no reason to use anything other than the ground pound.
Yeah, that's pretty true. That's kind of the weapon's design, though. Like, you're supposed to sort of plan your positioning around being able to not move a tremendous amount. You know, it's much like the Shadespur. There are... You know, most players are really not fans of it, but there's a small segment of people who are super, super into it.
I really appreciate the change that made it so that you won't see duplicate primaries.
Yeah, that was a good suggestion. That was just one that we really should have done from the beginning. I'm catching up. Not there. Hopefully this is good. I think most of this looks pretty good. Most of the cuts in our trailers are pretty short, so it should be. My guys should be able to mine pretty good stuff out of this. This is about the same quality I think we had last time. Hopefully it's a little higher.
Okay, so Fate says he would like, if you do that, he would like to cancel with both jump and attack.
Yeah, if we did that, we would absolutely. We wouldn't. Yeah, we'd keep it exactly the way it is, except we'd also allow it to be canceled by pressing attack.
Wow. Okay, right. You see this section?
Wait.
You can't backtrack up it.
Well, you can. You just take damage, right? I don't know if I'd say can't. I bet it's possible. Alright, I'm gonna cut footage here. We can blow flat away just for fun.
Can we do it? Can we exploit the pause trick? Every Mega Man game has to have a pause trick that you exploit.
That's true. Obviously, we're not doing that in a trailer, though. No.
But you stopped recording it.
I did. So we can take another Zephyr now that I'm not recording. Oh, God, it's a lot of flames. What core hand part do you currently have?
Draco arm.
Okay, well.
What do I have on your screen?
Oh, I can't afford it. Tragic. Oh, you have Oxjack. That's fine.
Okay, so I'm gonna play Wily Wars, the Genesis version of Mega Man, but I found a code that enables sliding in 1 and 2.
That enables what? Sorry?
Look where I am! I'm never leaving! I'm never leaving!
Alright, that's fine. I can deal with this. Oh, you left. They said you're never leaving.
I lied.
Oh, so you did. Even though I'm not dying, it's just very silly. What do you have? Draco arm axe, and I have like a world igniter with like 3 Zephyrs. So are you staying on that side?
Yes.
Okay. So do you need me to tell you when I'm about to trigger the thing, or are you just paused right now?
I'm just paused.
Okay. Here he comes. So now should I just stand over here and pause?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never actually done this, I just know it works. Oh my god, this is amazing. What a good bug. Why would I ever change that? Alright, here he comes.
So, is this a bug turn feature?
I mean, it's definitely a bug. I would not call this a feature because we haven't really embraced it, but it is what it is. All right, I've got the finish in just a sec. Oops. Do I have a blast jump or anything? No, I don't.
Leave him behind! Leave behind your robot pal!
Oh, it teleported me up to you.
And he's free already! There's
he's
that
already
bug.
free. That's another bug I haven't fixed.
I've been mentioning that since the release candidate build.
It's been happening for quite a while. I just have no idea what causes it. I haven't been able to get it to happen in the debugger, unfortunately, so it's a little tricky to tell what's doing it. I'm guessing somehow when the boss is dying, excuse me, it's just registering like, you get Al the moment the boss dies pretty much, right? So I think it's tied to the event of the boss dying. I'm just not 100% sure how. And it's, it's so minor that I don't really care. I'm pretty sure the bug is still there, where if you die here on Reverent, you have to fight flat again, but you have Al, so you just one-shot him.
I think you said you were okay with that because you're not supposed to fight him again if you die in the escape sequence.
Bingo, yeah, it's sort of like a gimme. Oh, yeah, you got him again, that's fine.
And then you get 2 of him.
Right. Game complete. Woo! I don't know, all that went pretty well.
I don't suppose you want to do one with the Revenants. Actually, what happens if the Revenants have what happens with the Revenants have the Korogs?
The cores? That's a great question.
Let's find out.
I think they'll get them. Sure, I'll swap on to Vika real quick. Actually, I might not have them unlocked on this file. Yeah, I don't. I actually can't switch. I deleted my save data recently, so I'm unable to. But let's see what happens with Jess. I don't intend to fully play this one out though, because I'm obviously not going to do a run with the Revenants. I want to get one more solo run in with Ace. I want to get that off to...
Alright, I don't get cores until level 2.
Right. We can play real quick and just plow through it.
You know, when you get back to working on the peacemakers, I think I would like an option to set certain areas as soul enemy cannot spawn here.
Yeah, there needs to be a lot more customization in.
And certain areas where I would actually just like to say,
this is a no damage zone, by the way. Just FYI.
Watch me do better with Jess than I do as Ace. Okay, never mind. You know, those no damage zones with a beta gorilla are really hard. Incompatible.
Yeah, you can't pick any of that stuff up.
Yeah,
I think it'll give you the cords anyway. Probably the footage build will give you them anyway. Although you know what I think is going to happen. I think. Oh, this is interesting. Actually, wait. When we get to this next platform here, just come here and stop moving. Just want to get a good look at you. Man, your model is very Ace-like to me right now. I think you don't look like Jest on my screen. You have the headband, but a lot of your stuff is like properly saturated. So we didn't do model data for most of Ace's or for Jest's and Vika's core stuff because they're not allowed to get them, right?
Yeah.
So you just do not look correct on my screen at all as a result.
So when are we getting Handsome Jack?
That's not a character. You're never getting Handsome Jack. 2K will sue me into oblivion.
Who?
2K? I guess Gearbox is Borderlands. Wasn't 2K involved in one of those games?
So we're not getting Jack?
There is no Jack character planned. Alright, so do you have cores?
Oh my god, this is amazing! I have Ace's head and arms because I have Ox Jack, because I have core Ox, but because I have oh my god, this is hilarious!
Alright, I'm gonna swap off. I'm gonna do a solo run. I'm gonna send it to my trailer guy. I might grab a little additional multiplayer footage if he thinks he doesn't have enough, but I'm gonna call this good.
I'll be up if you're having any more.
I did tell
Zero?
Zero Next, Zero. I always pronounce that name differently because I always see it in text. I did tell him I would do a run with him if I needed more footage.
To be fair, I pronounce it.
More footage, to
be fair, I'm not sure. I don't pronounce it correctly anyways.
You
ask him how it's actually pronounced. I'm not gonna say it that way. I reject his reality and interject it with my own. So anyways, right, I'm gonna mess around with this in the stream, see what happens with this build.
Yeah, it's fine. Go nuts. Don't share the build. I will disable it at some point.
I know.
So, yep. Have fun. I'll check back in once I get a little more footage if you need a little more. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Bye, stream. Have fun.